What's going on, guys? ¿Cómo están? And today we are gonna be taking a look at transfer targets. Transfer targets which are there to replace eventually aging out players like Lionel Messi, Antoine Griezmann to some extent, and certainly Luis Suarez. 5 players have been shortlisted by the Spanish media, and I'll be adding 2 of my own to make up a list of 7. A list of 7 players which we're gonna be ranking based on 3 different criteria. Number 1, how expensive are they? Number 2, do they know how to kick a ball? And number 3, how easy would they adapt to Barcelona? So without further ado, let's get started with the bottom of the list, and we're gonna be taking a look at the first player, which is going to be Marcus Rashford. So the reason why I've selected Marcus Rashford at the bottom of the list is because I honestly think he's not that great. I think the constant debate of him being a winger and striker really drains his performances and doesn't let him learn the ropes of either of 2 positions. When it comes to his positioning sense as a striker inside the area, he's not that great. He's good when it comes to counterattacks, and that's beneficial for Barcelona in certain instances, but in reality, most of the times our teams are going to be parking the bus against us. When it comes to the stats and numbers that he's putting out, he's also not that great. In 4 Premier League seasons, he has never been able to score more than 10 goals. It's not showing clear signs of a prolific striker. Yes, he's 21 years old, but with that comes a very steep price range. When we add to that he's an English prospect and possibly the face of this Manchester United side. So Barcelona, in reality, shouldn't get near this player at all. It would be a terrible signing if you ask me. At number 6, we got MALEN, a player which is breaking into the scene and is looking very promising if you ask me. There's something about Dutch players that always makes it a little bit more interesting, because you think that they have that school of thought of association play and possession style based football that Barcelona really like. Mark van Bommel is making a great job of him because he's giving him the trust to play through the middle, and that is something that, in contrast to our previous entry, he's going to have in abundance. MALEN is going to be learning those ropes of inside the box, when to drift wide, and exactly when to associate with other players with time. And at 20 years old, he will make a great signing. I also think that because he's not part of any huge club, the price won't be that big, and if we're thinking about 2 years down the line, I think his value would be around 80 million euros. So when it comes to his football education, it's mostly guaranteed, and that is huge positive news for any club trying to buy him. But then again, you have the bad news, and the bad news is that he's going to be a huge risk. The sample size on judging this player is very small. 2 years down the line, that might change. But for now, I cannot tell you with enough exactitude whether he's going to be a hit or a miss. So that is why he finds himself in position number 6. So the next player which we're going to be casting in this video is going to be Gabriel Jesus. I think that Gabriel Jesus is a very good player, and he has shown that he has quality, and that's undisputably. In contrast to Marcus Rashford and MALEN, we know they are good right now, but will they be able to maintain this? Not so sure. But Gabriel Jesus, I think he has been able to replicate the same sort of quality whenever Manchester City needs him in their club, also as well as the national team. So this is a player which it's fine, you know, it's a decent buy. But from that, can we judge whether he's going to be a good potential? Whether he's going to be good down the line? I'm not quite sure, because he doesn't have that consistency. It's up to Manchester City to decide whether he's in their plans or not, and eventually will they be able to sell him. I think that the value of Gabriel Jesus right now is actually not that high, around 70 million euros, and that could be positive for Barcelona. But of course, we have to take into account this video is about 2021. So will he succeed or not? At number 4, I'm going with Harry Kane, a player which is a complete anomaly because most of the players in this list are very young, and he is 26. Add 2 more years to that for 2021, and he's 28. He will be a very short-term option, and I don't think will be the best suited for Barcelona. But why then is he at number 4? Well, the reason for it is because he's a complete striker. Right now, for me, the 4th best striker in the world, behind Luis Suarez, Robert Lewandowski, and Kun Agüero. Harry Kane has almost a little bit of everything: the passing, the strength, being able to hold up the ball, heading, distributing, everything. He's a very complete package. So the best way to try and justify this transfer, if it happens, is that if Barcelona are panicking, I guess they can take out the money all out of their pockets and pay the 200 million upfront that it would take to buy this monster of a guy. At number 3, I'm gonna go with Lautaro Martinez, and most of the time a player like Martinez would be my number 1 option, but unfortunately there are 2 generational talents which I still am yet to talk about in today's video. Lautaro Martinez, I cannot really find any sort of negatives to his signature. I don't think the price would be astronomical. I think it would be around 90 million max 2 years down the road, because right now 70 would probably cut it. He's very complete when it comes to his skill set. He's fast, he's strong, he has good passing, good dribbling, knows how to make good runs, and more importantly, likes to defend as well. So all positive for this guy. And adding to that, he has the backing of our current captain and best player in the world, Lionel Messi, because Argentinos. So yeah, Lautaro Martinez would be the best signing if we cannot get number 2 or number 1. And well, at number 2, I've selected Raheem Sterling. Yes, it's true he's not a striker, but he's a winger with incredible output. Out of the moment of recording this video, the 13th of October of 2019, he has scored 109 goals, provided 102 assists, which is just incredible figures from a winger, and I cannot express enough how good this guy can be. If we are not going to get Neymar, because he seems he's renewing his contract with PSG, which is just nuts, right? Sterling might be the best option. Xavi already said in an interview that he's the closest thing to Messi, and I'm not disagreeing, I'm not saying anything, but he's pretty good. I'm thinking that Barcelona could also slot him in a nice false 9 formation. Lionel Messi at 34 years old, so Griezmann at 31 could still be able to play that role, and it will bring Barcelona a good enough balance when it comes to getting someone like Sterling to be able to incorporate himself in creating chances and scoring goals. So overall, won't be the worst option. In terms of prices, I think that a 200 million bid could cut it, especially if Manchester City haven't won the Champions League yet. Pep Guardiola has already left, and Sterling is kind of like, should I stay here? Should I go? Should I go back to Barcelona? Which could probably have a better sporting plan by that year. So yeah, Sterling, I'm guessing, would be my number 2. And at number 1, we got the best buy of them all, which is Kylian Mbappe. I don't really have to explain much more of this guy. He has absolutely everything. He's 20 years old at this stage. He would be ending his contract in 2021, the perfect moment for a team like Barcelona to strike and take him out of the hands of the evil PSG team, and of course of Real Madrid. People are gonna be saying that Kylian Mbappe wants to go to Madrid, and he might as well go there, but there are certain reasons why he might also join Barcelona. I think that we got a good French base, which could be able to convince him to join in the club, and also the sporting plan, like I mentioned with Sterling, might be very good when it comes to comparing it to Real Madrid. Barcelona already got players in the midfield like Arthur and De Jong, people like Clement Lenglet in that defense that will become very important down the line. If you take a look at Real Madrid, they're not going anywhere. So Mbappe might be probably thinking about his future. Where will he get the most titles? Where will he be able to become the best player in the world? And that might be just Barcelona. So who knows? Maybe we're going to be getting the next big thing. So that's going to be everything for today, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed. If you had, be sure to drop us a like and leave us a subscribe. I'll be making more videos, and I'll be trying to keep continuity on this channel, just like a proper player needs to do, and I'll be trying to reach a world-class status anytime soon. For now, I want to hear your comments down below. It's really important that we get this signing right, because we're not only talking about replacing Luis Suarez, we're talking about replacing icons. We're talking about the face of a new Barcelona side. So who is gonna be that face? It's down to you guys. Comment down below and let me know. See you in the next one. Take care.